up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Drea. If you didn't know, now you know. And I'm back with another video. And as you can tell by the title, I'll be doing a story time today on when I got catfished. Yes, you heard me right, when I got catfished. So grab your popcorn, your snacks, your drinks, and just get ready for this crazy story time. All right, so I'm gonna just start from the very beginning. Let's say 2006, like around spring. I was in 8th grade, okay? So like spring 2006, I was in 8th grade. I was graduating from 8th grade, all that good stuff. I had moved a little bit after I graduated from 8th grade, okay? So I moved to a different county, and I think like the end of 8th grade is when I met this person, okay? And we became friends. We started texting and stuff all through the summer. We made it official August of 2006, okay? So we've been talking since like spring, end of 8th grade, something like that, till August, and we made it official. Cool. We're good. We're happy. We're in a relationship. Everything is going good. At this point, we haven't met each other yet, so it's just like a internet/long distance relationship because they literally live like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from me, from where I was living. So, you know, the months go by, November come, and my brother turns 1. So we had planned to see each other at my brother's first birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese, okay? You know, we saw each other for the first time. Sparks flew even more. Like, we felt like we was even more in love when we met in person. Everything was good. Relationship good. No problems, okay? Months later, in March, and I know it's March because I have screenshots I'm going to show you guys. And don't think and just for like, to clear it up, I have these screenshots because they were on my Instagram from when I posted it on 2012. So don't think I still got these screenshots or messages from 2007. Yeah, so like March, it was a normal school day. I was happy-go-lucky, just enjoying my day like a normal day. I'm in first or second period, I want to say. Second period, it was my math class. I get a text from my boyfriend, okay? He tells me that he needs to talk to me. He has something to tell me. And I'm like, okay. I'm not worried about it at all. Like, nothing. What he told me, I was not expecting it. So he goes to say that he cheated on me. He kissed another girl underneath the stairs in high school, right? And I'm just like, what? Mind you, it was early in the morning. Like I said, it was first or second period. Early in the morning, my brain wasn't even all the way awake. I'm just like, what? And it was my first time getting cheated on. Never experienced being cheated on before. I couldn't believe it. Like, my whole day, my whole mood just went from 100 to -50, literally. You can see it all over my face. He texted me that towards the end of that period. My next period came, which was Spanish, and I love Spanish class. I always was interacting. It was always just happy-go-lucky in there too. Well, my best friend at the time, he noticed that I was down about something. I was laying my head on the desk. I was just moping around and everything. He goes to ask me if I'm okay. Now, y'all know when you're upset about something, somebody asks you if you're okay, all your emotions spill out, right? That's what happened. I started busting, well, after I told him what happened, I bust out crying. Like, all my emotions I was holding back in the last period came out right then and there. My Spanish teacher, Miss Gerhold, shout out to you. She stopped the whole class to see if I was okay, what was wrong, and all that stuff. No, I didn't let them know what was wrong, but I did tell them that something had happened, and I was just upset about it. And I appreciate that because the whole class, teachers, everybody was so comforting. So yeah, I had to go through the rest of the school just with this on my mind. Mind you, like I said, I've never been cheated on before. I was, 15? I had just turned 15 because it was March. I was 15. I was still young. So this was just heartbreaking to me. Very heartbreaking. It might have just been a kiss, but to me, it was very heartbreaking. I go home. Every day we get home from school, we're literally on the phone or texting. I get home, he calls me. I am dead silent. When I tell you I'm dead silent, I'm dead ass silent. Like nothing. I answer the phone and just sit there with so much anger and sadness and everything. I hang up because he wasn't really saying anything and I didn't want to be on the phone in the first place. Calls back, same thing. Silence. Like just sitting on my bed. I was crying at the same time. Like it was too much. So we didn't even talk the rest of that night, I don't think. I didn't want nothing to do with him. And then I think the next morning is when I will, you know, lay out the messages. I'll lay out the 3 messages that I have. And I think he sent those like the day after or some days after, I don't know. But you guys can pause the screen and read it or whatever you want to do. I was going to read them out, but I only got one phone and I'm recording on it. So yeah, that happened, okay? And as y'all could tell by the messages, I forgave him. We got over it, right? Okay, we're cool. That's in the past. Months later go by, okay? All of a sudden, I'm starting to hear that, like these rumors, that the person I'm dating is a female. What? You heard me. Is a female. So in my head, I'm like, why is people saying that? Like, what? And back then, being, you know, gay wasn't accepted like it is now. And it wasn't, you know, people didn't really come out like that. And it just wasn't how it was now. So I'm like, no, don't put me in that category. Like, I'm not gay. I'm not with no female, da da da. And mind y'all, like I said, we've seen each other plenty of times since then. When we first saw each other in November at my brother's first birthday party, ever since then, we would see each other a lot. So I'm thinking I'm with this person all the time. I'm on the phone with this person all the time. Doesn't sound like a female. Doesn't look like a female to me in person. Like there's no tatas, no nothing. So like, what are y'all talking about? Like, why are y'all saying he looks like a girl or he is a girl? I was just getting mad because I knew what my eyes saw and I knew what I knew, right? All that would just go on one ear out the other. Mind you, my best friends, and one of my best friends is still my best friend to this day, they would tell me, yeah, he does look like a girl, or yeah, he is a girl, and stuff like that. My close friends would tell me, and I still wasn't listening because I knew in my heart that that was a dude. I was with that person all the time. So you can't tell me that that's a girl. I would know, right? I would know. All right, so I just ignore all the rumors, people coming to me saying this and that, like, okay. I did ask him because, you know, I'm like, why is people saying this? People saying this, like, da-da-da. He denies it. Okay, that's even more confirmation that y'all are lying and just saying whatever y'all want to say. Like, why? Cool. So, let's see. Months pass. I don't even know how much time passes. Time passes. We're still happy. We're still going at it. And then basketball season comes around, right? For high school. Mind you, I said I had moved. Okay. So, when basketball had arrived, my friends from where I had moved from, they was telling me that they played basketball with my boyfriend on the girls' basketball team, right? Huh? I'm like, y'all are still coming with this stuff. Like, I was mad at them but at the same time, it's like, why do y'all, like, it just wasn't clicking. It just was not clicking. Like, why are y'all still coming at me with this? I just wasn't believing it. Like, 2 or 3 of my friends that played on the basketball team from my old school would message me and let me know they played basketball with her. And I'm like, y'all are lying. Like, I was just like, y'all are lying. They told me the name, but I'm not going to drop the name because it's her actual name. And I'm not going to do that because people like to look people up and harass people. I don't need no type of, energy that way. No negative, nothing. And when they told me the name, I'm like, okay, so y'all are lying again, because I've never heard of that name before. All the times I've been on the phone with him, I've never heard nobody say this name. I've never even heard of that name before in my life. Literally, till this day, well, till that day that they told me that that was her name. Never heard of it. So what do? I ignore everything, right? I still live my life. We're still together. We're happy. But ever since my friends told me about the basketball game and her playing on the girls' basketball team and all that, that did stick in the back of my mind. I'm not going to lie, that did stick in the back of my mind for a while, and it did kind of bother me. But at the same time, I had faith that they were lying. And I'm just like, what did I do to that people want to keep like trying to ruin something for me? Like, why they just don't want me happy? That's what I was thinking. So it just bothers me a lot. So one day I go and search up on MySpace. I don't remember if I told you guys that. Sorry, let me back up a little bit. I said we met on the internet, but I don't know if it said MySpace. Yes, we met on MySpace. It was when MySpace was popping. Yeah, so I searched up her name on MySpace, and it was a profile, right? And the profile person did look like my boyfriend, but it was kind of like far off. So I'm like, let me just click on it. Y'all, when I tell you the first motherfucking picture I seen was my boyfriend in a dress, like they were going to a wedding or something like that. It was like a formal dress. It had like the V cut, like she had boobs. Her hair was in a bun type style. And I swear to y'all, my brain, my stomach, my heart, all just was in my ass by that time. Like, I could not believe what I seen. And at the same time, I felt so dumb, because I'm like, everybody was telling me for so long, or just trying to warn me for so long. And I didn't believe nothing they said, because like I said, I didn't, like, for me, it was like, you see it, you believe it. I didn't see what they were seeing, so I wasn't believing it. Don't go by that. Everything, just because you can see it, or just because you can't see it, don't mean it's true. It's not true. So like, y'all, I'm just so destroyed. Y'all thought me getting cheated on for the first time was hard? Whew. When I seen that picture, I just felt like the dumbest person ever. I felt like I was betrayed. I felt like, no, this isn't real. This is not real. Like, it just, I was mind blown. Like, pew, mind blown. Can you only imagine the love of your life, your first kiss? We never done anything sexual other than kiss. So she was my first kiss, my first love. All that just being a lie, fake, you know? So many emotions was going through. So many things was going through my head. Like, before I even said anything to her, I'm gonna say her now because, yeah, we're to that part. Before I even said anything to her, I went to investigate more on that page. And it was the page I know, the person I knew was not on that page. Straight female, everything. But it's kind of funny because some of the people that was friends with her on that page was also friends with her on the page that she came at me with, which was Tyrell Blake. I thought that was funny. So like, I was just like, what? Like, people know that she has this other page tricking people? I just felt tricked. I felt so many emotions. And like I said, I went to investigate further and go look at other pictures. And the more I looked, the more I got angry, the more I got mad, and the more I'm just like, damn, I should have listened to them. I should have listened to them. And so I didn't really know about screenshot back then. So I saved the picture and I sent it to her. I said, "Is this you?" Yes, knowing I knew it was you now. I knew it was you now. I just wanted you to confirm it since you lied to me before about it, right? That's all I wanted. I just wanted you to be truthful with me. Like, how can you lie about this? Like, I was waiting for her to lie, to be honest. As I'm waiting for that text, my heart is just like out my chest, knowing I already know the answer. She texts back. She says, "Yes, it is, but you knew that." Bro, look, I knew that. People would tell me, yes, like, I can't even talk because no, I didn't know that. I knew what I saw. I knew what you told me. Fuck what them other people was saying. Like, I came to you and you told me no. Like, you told me you don't know what they're talking about. But now all of a sudden I knew. No, you should have told me from the get. Now, after that, I don't think we argued about it. I think I just said what I had to say. And I just let that shit go. Like, that was done. It was clipped. Over with. When you have, like, no communication with each other. Until, I want to say almost a year, maybe a year later, it was my birthday. She texts me, "Happy birthday." And I'm just like, "Thanks." And she goes on and says, and asks, like, how I've been and stuff like that. And I text her back and I answer her. Like, by this time, I was over it. It's been long enough. I was over it. But at this time, I was still in denial. If people came up to me and asked me about it, I would say, no, I never went with a girl. Like, I would just straight deny it. I was not for that shit. Like, you're not putting that on me because you tricked me. I was in so much denial. But after she texted me happy birthday, we just started, like, texting more and texted again. No, it wasn't nothing like it was before. It was strictly, like, friends. I forgive people a lot. That's a very big downfall of mine. I'll let you know that now. I did let my family and, like, my best friends know that we were friends again. And they were okay with it if I was okay with it. They was just like, they honestly was just like, why? But I was over it and okay with it, so they was cool. The only person who wasn't okay with it was my mom. She was not for that shit for years. Literally for years. But yeah, after that, we just, honestly, we became really good friends again. Really good friends. It's kind of crazy. I still denied her up until, like, I want to say, I don't know, years later though. Maybe around 2012, something like that. I don't know. But I know I denied it for a year. And then years went by and I'm just like, fuck it. Like, it's what happened to me. Shit happens. Like, it's my story. Yes, it happened. Da-da-da. Whatever. So if anybody asks me about it to this day, I'm like, yeah, it happened. Whatever. But y'all, when I tell y'all, that was the craziest shit that ever happened to me. For me to get played and tricked like that for a while, I just felt like I'm surprised my trust issues is fucked up, but I'm surprised they ain't fucked up even more from that. That shit was just crazy. That was just mind blown. Like, imagine your first love, your first kiss, your first love period was the same sex as you and you was tricked. Like, how would you feel? I was hurt. Then I got over it, like I said. Till this day, we're cool. It's no bad blood. We don't talk, but I'm pretty sure if we see each other on the street, we'll definitely speak. Like, it's definitely no bad blood between us. We always been close, for real. Like, she's actually one of my friends I've had since I was little, I can say. Since 2006, yeah. It is kind of crazy that I befriended her again and we've been cool and stuff, but that's just me. Like, I don't know what to say. I'm that type of person. But yeah, y'all. I seen that show Catfish come out. I was like, oh yeah, that's my show. That's my show. I need to be on that. Even though them people never seen the people before, that person that I was talking to was not who they claimed to be. So I was still catfished, honey. Whether I was with you all the time or not. I don't know. Like, I just felt like stupid because, like I said, I was with you, well, with this person all the time. Didn't notice a goddamn thing. Didn't notice a thing. Nothing. So I salute my friends that stood by me and try to embed it in my head that that was going on, even though I was just too slow and too blind to see it. I still appreciate you all. But yeah, like I said, it's no bad blood between me and this person at all. Yeah. So that's the end of this story time, guys. I hope you enjoyed this story time. I'll be doing some other more story times. I don't know what about though, because nothing really crazy ever happens in my life like that or worth telling a story about. So I don't know. How did y'all like this story time though? Like, I just want to know, what would y'all do? How would y'all react? You got to think about it. I was 15. I was still young, just entering high school. I don't know. I was just in love and my eyes was deceiving me, I guess. What I seen was not what other people seen. And it's just crazy. Yeah, you guys just be careful out here. I just hope nothing like that happens to none of you guys, because that's just crazy. Like, I don't know. Not gonna badmouth her or nothing like that, because it ain't none of that. Like I said, we ain't got no bad blood. It's just my experience and what happened to me. I'm just telling it. It's almost been 20 years since then, so it's way past due, or way past the time. But yeah, y'all, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. Hope I didn't bore you guys. I hope you guys understood everything I said. I'll be back with some more story times, I guess. Like I said, my life is boring. Nothing really happens in my life worth telling about. But this one was definitely one of them. So yeah, y'all, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, drop some comments, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.